DJ Durong from Hot 702.5 in Las Vegas. It's time to come together. Rainbow Dreams Educational Foundation presents the 24th annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival, going down Saturday, June 21st from 4 to 9 p.m. at the Expo at World Market Center, and it's free to the public. Catch R&B icon Tweet live on stage, plus performances by Kiss Kiss and the Squad, Darnell Alexander, Unk and the Nephews, and Las Vegas's pop princess Ray Millie. Hosted by DJ Ambeezy with Not a Boy DJ and DJ Kelly J on the ones and twos. Stop by and visit the Hot 702.5 FM live remote tent and check in with our on-air personalities. Shop the vendor marketplace, hit up the food trucks, and enjoy surprise guests throughout the night. Presented in partnership with Google, MGM Resorts International, Live You Equals You in the city of Las Vegas. Come together this Juneteenth weekend to celebrate freedom with Tweet and Rainbow Dreams. Get your e-ticket now and be entered to win one of our fabulous prizes. Visit June19LV.com. That's June19LV.com.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
Hey, it's Icarice, and I'm here to tell you about Hotcast for Podcasting. We are a podcasting studio located in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the Hot 702.5 FM studios. You can book online at hot7025fm.com. Just click on Hotcast. You can book and find your times right there. Thank you for booking with Hotcast for Podcasting.
No limit to the limit. Welcome to Marriage Bootcamp. No limit to the limit with Robert and Vicky Bell. I thought I told you. No limit to the limit, for better or for worse. No limit to the limit, for richer or poor. No limit to the limit in sickness and health. I thought I told you to love and cherish until death do you part. 1 + 1 =
1.
2 is bigger, but it's
Still 1.
1 1,000, but 2
10,000.
Team Bell, Rob and Vicky Bell, Hot 702.5.
We out. Welcome to Marriage Bootcamp with Vicky and Robert Bell on Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio. Hey. Welcome to Marriage Bootcamp / Marriage Warfare. We're here to have real, honest, and unfiltered conversations about marriage. We're going to talk about the struggles, the victories, and everything in between. This is a platform for those that are the disciplined, the dedicated, and the wedded warriors. And let me introduce my co-host for nearly 28 and a half years, Robert Bell, the commitment colonel, leading the charge and lasting love. Welcome, my dear.
Well, thank you. Good morning to you. Welcome to Hot 702.5 Risky Radio, Saturday morning, June 14th, 2025. Already, Lady Bell. Thank y'all for joining us here at Hot 702.5 Risky Radio. Let's give a shout out to them dudes who just finished up before us, the undrafted All-Stars. I got to follow them guys. I got to hear what they say. They dropping sports knowledge.
And let me wish them happy Father's Day.
And happy Father's Day to them, to the undrafted All-Stars every Saturday morning at 11. They start at 11? 11 o'clock every Saturday morning. Right before us, you got the undrafted All-Stars dropping all that sports knowledge and a little bit of everything else they dropping on y'all right before us. So I got to hear them before I jump on, and they got me going 1,000 miles an hour this morning. But I had already told Lady Bell, they got me going 1,000 miles an hour, but I've already told Lady Bell I'm going to stick to the notes.
Let's see.
I'm going to stick to the notes best as possible here this morning, this Saturday morning already, Lady Bell. This is crazy. It's getting ridiculous. So,
goodness.
week after week, so much is going on, Lady Bell. You got to stay. You got to stay focused. We can't, Lady Bell.
Yeah.
Recall and review. I'm jumping in recall and review already.
All right,
I'm sticking to the notes.
Let's see.
I'm sticking to the notes.
Okay.
We have to stay focused with everything that's going on. Week after week, something else is going on. Be it at home, be it at your job, be it at the nation. Right. Everything is going on in your neighborhood. No matter what, something is going on. a phone call, a text. You hear so much is going on, Lady Bell. So we have to stay focused. And at this time, June 14th, Lady Bell, we are almost halfway through 2025. You must stay focused. We cannot, Lady Bell, you would tell me all the time, recall and view. Rob, do not get distracted, Rob. You remember you've been telling me that?
Yes.
You've been telling me that.
distracted.
You said welcome to 28 and a half years of marriage. I'm pretty sure you've been telling me at least 28 years. Don't get distracted, Rob. Stay focused,
Stay
Rob.
focused.
But Lady Bell, this is going on. Don't get distracted, Rob. Lady Bell, this happened. Don't get distracted, Rob.
That's right.
They over there tripping, Lady Bell. Don't get distracted. Thank you for keeping me focused, Lady Bell.
I try.
I appreciate that. Keeping me focused here at Hot 702.5 Risky Radio on a Saturday morning. Marriage Boot Camp with the Bells. Recall and review, Lady Bell. The information we giving out, the things that we're telling y'all, this is after 28 and a half years of experience. This is after 28 and a half years of marriage. This is after 28 and a half years of for better, for worse. 28 and a half years of for richer or poor. 28 and a half years of in sickness and in health, Lady Bell. And we talking about sickness and health with this being Men's Mental Health Month.
Yes.
This is Men's Mental Health Month. You know, if you under some stress, seek some help. You under some pain, seek some help. You under some depression, seek some help. Lady Bell, it's Men's Health Month, Mental Health Month. But even when it comes to mental health, Lady Bell, mental health leads to stress. And what will stress do?
Stress will kill you.
What will stress do?
Stress will kill you.
Stress will kill you. You know what? It's all right to say, I need some help.
Yes, it is.
I'll be the first one to raise my hand. It's been times where I say, hey, Lady Bell, I need some help. Hey, wife, I need some help. Hey, I'm not feeling all that good today. I need some help. I've been struggling all week, girl. Hey, Lady Bell, is it all right for a man to tell his wife he needs some help?
Absolutely. Absolutely. As you said, in sickness and in health, if you need some help, you need to, shout it out, let her know, let him know. Because there is, like Robert said, there is a lot going on. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of tension. Pressure and tension, that leads to stress. And then when you go outside the home and you have to work and then you have to deal with the children and everything, it is a lot. And then everything that's going on with the economy, if it's too much for you, let your spouse know. Talk it out. Talk it through. One thing I like about this generation is that you guys have everything pretty much in the palm of your hands. You have all type of information right there in the palm of your hands. And if that's not enough help, seek some professional help.
Lady Bell, I like that you said you got help right there in your hands. Yeah. You can Google anything these days. Why am I feeling like this?
Exactly.
What can I do?
Exactly.
What they got this thing now, Lady Bell, they got people talking to Gemini.
Yeah.
Is that new app, Gemini?
Yeah, Gemini.
And Gemini's, well, what's going on with you today, Rob? Well, I'm not feeling the greatest. Well, how can I help you, Lady Bell? So you ain't got to go into a doctor's office. But whatever you do, if you need some help, it's all right to say, I need some help. It's all right to say I need some help. Lady Bell, can I do a little recall and review?
Absolutely.
You know those flags I got? I said flags. FLAG. I got some flags.
S,
flag, yeah, plural. But I got this flag too. I call marriage. But I got some other larger flags that one says unusual praise. Another one says help me.
help me.
Remember my flag said help me? I had a flag. I'm talking about
that special one that said me too.
And it said me too. And I'm talking about a flag that was made out of a pillowcase. So imagine a flag the size of a pillowcase, and I had it, and I went in my backyard and got a stick. I ran around the church with this flag that said help me. I needed help. I wasn't concerned about what brother so-and-so was going to say. I wasn't concerned about what sister so-and-so was going to say. I wasn't concerned about what deacon so-and-so was going to say. It's all right to ask for some help. It's all right if you need some help. I said last week, Lady Bell, I'm sticking to the notes since we talking about Men's Health Month. We said summertime, a brother just need a hug, Lady Bell. A brother just need a handshake, Lady Bell. A man just need, how are you doing today, Lady Bell? And I'm sticking to the notes, but later I just want to throw some of those things out there, because when you remind me later on when we get to talking about Father's Day, sometimes we just don't feel appreciated. Sometimes we don't feel acknowledged. Sometimes we hear people say, we talking about, you don't seem seen. You don't see me. You don't see me. We're going to get in that because we're going to talk about the movie Straw too. The girl said, I don't, nobody sees me, Lady Bell. But before we get to that, because I'm sticking to the notes, Lady Bell, I'm stay focused, distraction, recall and view. Men's Health Month, Lady Bell. I got something else down there. What do I got there? Oh, we talked about doctor's appointment. Making your doctor's appointment. Taking your wife along with you. Discussing what's wrong with you. Writing things down before you get to the doctor.
That's right.
Writing things down. This is how I feel. Because I'm going to go 80% of the time. 80% of the time when we go to the doctor, whatever we've been complaining about, we might get in and say, well, this hurts. But then we don't really go into detail,
right?
And then we get scared and we get nervous and we don't want to say what's really going on with us. Sometimes you just have to write things down. Doctor, this is what I'm dealing with. This is what's going wrong. And if you're scared to say it, have that conversation with your wife. Let your wife go to. We're getting old. Well, we are. We're getting old. I don't remember everything like I used to. So when we go to our doctor's appointment, we go together. So she got my back, I got her back. In case the doctor say something and she might not hear it clearly. The doctor might say something, might not hear it clearly. The doctor might say something, it's been many times we don't left the doctor's office and she might say, he said this. No, Vicky, he didn't say this, he said that. Well, she said that. No, she didn't say that, she said that. Then we're comparing notes. Excuse me. Now, also, we go into a doctor's appointment, and this is because we old. We go to doctor's appointment, we're recording them. Not video recording them, but we'll turn on our audio recorder and we'll record the doctor's appointment.
Because what's more important than your health? And if you want to get a clear understanding, clear understanding, because it's so important. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go. Good. I'm trying to find. I was Googling something.
Yeah. So we just used what was, most convenient for us. So we would just record what the doctor was saying, and that way we could go back and listen and try to get a clearer understanding. Because just one word, you might have thought they said this, but they actually said that. And it makes a big difference in your understanding and what you go home and implement in your daily health. And when we talk about daily health, you have to watch, what you eat, drink your water, especially as you get up in age. It's no joke.
You have to. Your health and taking care of yourself must be a lifestyle.
Yeah,
it must be a lifestyle, Lady Bell. And hey, that jumps right to my next note.
And what's that?
But let me go back, because you said something about taking care of each other, looking out for each other.
That's right.
You're going out there in the world, you're dealing with all that. You're going to work, you're dealing with all of that. And your place of peace should be home. Oh. That's why we always talk about, recall and review, Lady Bear, we always talk about home first. It should be, I said home first, Lady Bell, not house first.
That's right.
I said home first. Go, get you a home, buy you a house. We talked about a couple weeks ago, recall and review, when we had the couple here with us, and she mentioned, she said two different things. She kept saying house and she kept saying home. Mm-hmm. And I said, can you define the difference of a house and a home? Yes. And she said a house was a structure of wood and concrete and cement and bricks and 2x4s and drywall, brick and mortar. A home is peace. A home is joy. A home is love. A home is understanding.
That's right.
Lady Bell, we said home first. and I posted something. I'm still on my notes, lady, but I'm right in line.
I'm so proud of you.
We posted something. I posted something because somebody had said to me, how are y'all so blessed? How are y'all so blessed? How are y'all still in the Valley of Baraka? How are y'all still in the Valley of Baraka? Lady Bell, they was in the Valley of Baraka for 3 whole days. We on year number 5. We entered into the year of Baraka in 2020. We enter into the Valley of Baraka of 2020. Here it is, 2025. Lady Bell, remember you looked
June of 2025.
June of 2025. Remember you looked at me a few months ago and you said, hey, boy, you still in the Valley of Baraka. And this is what she told me. Hey, boy, you still in the Valley of Baraka, and I'm glad I'm here with you. You better know who you are. You better know who you with. You better know who with you. You better know who's on your team. You better know who got your back.
I'm with you.
Who you with?
I'm with you.
Who you with?
I'm with you.
always home first, Lady Bell. So we're talking about all those things, and you said taking care of your health, maintaining your health, and how do you do that? Discipline, and deliver. Lady Bell, we talked on discipline and deliver last week, and I said everybody wants to be delivered. I'm going through this. I need deliverance. I'm going through that. I got to get delivered. Lord, please, for my Bible readers and my Bible believers, Lord, please deliver me. Once you get delivered, once you come into the knowledge of truth, Lady Bell, once a baby is delivered, Lady Bell, you don't deliver two babies. Both of us was natural birth, right?
No.
You had one C-section.
One C-section.
So, but to help me with this, I know when I see my children born, you ladies, they say you will travail. You're in pain, and you're pain. Now, I think, especially with my son, when he came out, it was like his mother was in labor. She was in labor 27, 28 hours. So, but the pain and all that. But was this like this for you? Once the baby came out, did the pain just immediately subside? Did I say that?
Yeah.
So it's like you're going through that, and then boom, the pain is gone.
Yeah.
But you're only delivered once. A baby is only delivered once.
One time.
And then from that point on, from that birth on, now you got to teach that baby some discipline. That baby must learn discipline. When he start walking, you leading them, guiding them. Don't touch that. Don't do this. Don't go there. Don't do this. Don't touch that stove. It's hot. And when do he get disciplined? Once he touched that stove, that nice hot stove one time? Do you think you have to tell him again?
I don't think so.
You don't have to tell him again once he touched that stove.
That's when the baby walk around hot.
You only got to tell him. Okay, you know what? You want to touch it? Go ahead and touch it. So once you get delivered, once you come into your knowledge of truth, once you come into your understanding of truth, now it becomes discipline. Lady Bell, for just help me out here. You got the meaning of the being delivered. Help me with being delivered. Somebody gonna need to do it because you're struggling with something. You're fighting with something. No, now you need some discipline. You can go to the gym. See, a lot of people, Lady Bell, we said, how did we get on these words?
You want the meaning of discipline?
Yeah, hold up a second. Oh, no, deliverance.
Deliverance, okay.
Oh, wait, hold up a second, though. We talked about, we said the word work. We said work and deliverance. I said, them some big words.
Yeah.
And I said, not big as spelling, but as doing. Work is hard.
Yeah.
Because you got a full-time job, you're committed to at least 40 hours, a minimum of 40 hours a week of showing up to that job. You can spell work, W-O-R-K. You can spell work, but to have to get up every morning, get dressed, get in your car, drive there, deal with your employer and your co-employees, that can be stressful day after day. Hey, God bless us and them and the people who love their job. But I think I read something where it says it was 80% of people not working in the field that they desire or that they like. Mm-hmm. Most people is, we had that conversation with one of the kids one time where we said, well, do this, do that. It's good money in that. I don't want to do that. A lot of people is doing what they don't want to do. But if it's paying good and it's paying the bill, sometimes you have to do what you got to do.
I'm still trying to figure it out.
I don't want to do that. But the bills are stacking up. I don't want to work there, but the bills are stacking up.
That part.
I'm too educated for that, but the bills are stacking up. You got to do whatever you got to do. Work is spelling work is easy.
Putting it to work is hard.
But I got a master's degree, so I don't want to go over there and do that. I got this degree. I don't want to go over there and do that. I only want to wear a shirt and tie. I'm not doing that. I'm not putting on a uniform. I'm not bussing no tables. I'm not doing that. No, you got to do what you got to do in 2025. The bills is piling up. Mm-hmm. The bill collectors is calling. You got to do what you got to do, Lady Bell. So I was talking about discipline and I'm sorry, Lady Bell. I jumped ahead. Let me say this first. Let me wrap this up first. Why are we so blessed? And people calling, we're blessed because I said we're blessed. And you got to understand, since me and Vicky been in the Valley of Baraka, when we say the word blessed, we're not talking about what, Lady Bell?
Money.
When we say the word blessed, we're not talking about what?
Money.
Okay, I can barely hear you. Got to get a little close to the mic.
We're not talking about money. Sometimes blessings comes in other forms.
And what? So when we talk about being blessed, we're not talking about money. What have we never prayed for, Lady Bell?
Money.
Have we ever prayed for money?
No.
No. We talk about the book of Jabez. The book of Jabez for recall and review. This was Vicky's prayer, the prayer of Jabez. Bless the fruits of his
labor.
Bless the fruits of his labor. Bless his work. Mm-hmm. Bless
his hands, oh Lord. Bless his hands.
Bless his hand. Whatever he do, bless the fruits of his labor. Y'all, we talked about money. We talking about the storehouse principle. What was the principle of the storehouse principle, Lady Bell? A budget. We talking about a budget ain't a big word.
And saving.
A budget ain't a big word, but I can spell budget Budget. Did I spell it right?
Yeah.
Did I spell it right? Mm-hmm. But spelling budget, we say, oh, that's a big word. The problem is doing it.
And saving.
Yeah. Come on, honey. Let's sit down and write out a budget. Let's write out a weekly budget, a monthly budget, a quarterly budget, and a yearly budget. Mm-hmm. To sit down and write a budget? Let's sit down and write a budget. Let's sit down. See, it's easy. It's easy to say budget, but to do this, that's what we're talking about. So when we talking about being blessed, me and Lady Bell are talking about. We're talking about peace. We're talking about joy. We're talking about wisdom. We're talking about patience. Bless me with some peace. Bless me with some joy. Bless me with some love. Bless me with some understanding. Bless me with a home, Lady Bell. I enjoy coming home. I enjoy being at home because there's peace there. There's joy there. It's wisdom there. It's understanding there. It's unity there. Lady Bell, the Bible says, for my Bible readers and Bible believer, it's better for a man to be on a rooftop. Since we coming up on Father's Day, it's better for a man to be he would rather be on a rooftop than in a house with an angry and cantankerous. I don't know how. Now I don't even know how to spell that one. The cantankerous. But to be a cantankerous woman, I would rather be on the rooftop to be in the house with an angry and cantankerous. You have any idea what cantankerous means, Lady Bell?
Cantankerous. Let's say it first. Cantankerous.
You have any idea what that means?
Ornery.
Ornery? That's what that means?
Let's ask Google.
That means ornery?
Go ahead.
No, I was waiting for you to get, but we talked about the prayer of Jabez. We talked about the storehouse principle. We're talking about the law of recognitions. And also, don't forget this book, The Couple's Cure. We're saying these things because all these things lead to, after you deliver, it leads to discipline. You got to be disciplined. Discipline, you found it?
No.
Discipline comes in every shape, form, and fashion. Discipline.
What does cantankerous mean? Go ahead.
Once we got married, we had to discipline ourselves to be for better, or for worse, for richer or poor, and in sickness and in health. Whatever I'm dealing with or going through, you just can't pray it away. You just can't pray it away. No, I got to be disciplined. She has to be disciplined. If the doctors say you need to lose some weight, now here comes discipline. Okay,
Lord.
Here goes the meal plan, here goes the workout plan. This is what we have to stick to. That takes discipline. You can't pray the fat away. You can get all kind of surgeries. Most people who get surgeries, what they call the staple the stomach, they gain it back. People getting on all these, I was looking at a TikTok and to all the people at the BET Award, they were showing everybody, and one of the commentators was talking about how small everybody was. And they said, look at how small everybody is. We are now in the era of Ozempic and all the other weight loss drugs. We are now in the era of Ozempic. That don't take any discipline, Lady Bell. Going to church, laying on the altar doesn't take any discipline. Do you think because you go and lay on the altar, do you think because you got anointed by oil, do you think because he prayed the prayer of faith, you think because he said he's anointed that you're going to walk out of there and everything is going to be okay? Mumbo jumbo. It takes some work. You got to put in some work. It takes some discipline to do whatever you want to succeed in life. Help me, Lady Bell.
I sure wish you could just pray it away. I would pray away this vacation weight real quick.
Oh, man, my goodness. I wish I could, Lady Bell. I wish I could. Here with Marriage Bootcamp with the Bells, Hot 702.5.
Can I follow up with cantankerous?
You got cantankerous. Please help.
Bad-tempered, argumentative. And
Hold up. It is better for a man to be on a rooftop coming this Father's Day weekend. It's better than a man being on a rooftop than in a house with an angry and
bad-tempered,
angry and argumentative. It's better than a man to be on a rooftop than be in a house with an angry and
uncooperative.
Uncooperative.
That's what it says.
Ooh, girl, you hit me with these big words. So
stop.
What's another one?
They only gave you 3.
They only gave you 3, but them 3 was enough.
Honorary.
You added honorary, but you said, give me those 3 words again. It's better for a man to be on a rooftop than in a house with an angry and cantankerous. And what was the other 3 words for cantankerous?
Bad-tempered.
Bad-tempered. How is your temper this Father's Day weekend? Is you showing the man some love? Is you showing the man some appreciation? Is you showing the man some understanding? Is you showing the man some peace? Or are you
argumentative
or
uncooperative?
Argumentative. Do we always have to go back and forth? Lady Bell, what that song just said? I would be at peace if it wasn't for you. If it F you, then if it F me, then F you. That's the way I like it.
Lord.
That's the way.
Hey,
I would be at peace if it wasn't for you. If it's F you, if it's F me, then F you.
But Rob, what do you tell the women when they say, "But he don't do this and he don't do that," and that's why I'm like this?
That depends on what you said he ain't doing.
Okay.
And if he ain't doing it, hey, what did we start off earlier? It's not good for man to be alone. Mm-hmm. Ask for help. Ask him, do he need some help? What areas? What if he ain't doing? That's a good question, Lady Bell. But even if he's not, that's still no reason for you to be angry. What's those 3 words?
Angry.
There's no need for you to be. There's no need for you to be argumentative. You ain't always got to go back and forth.
Bad-tempered and
bad tempered. You ain't got to be bad tempered. What was the other one?
Uncooperative.
Uncooperative. You know, hey, silence. Listen, ladies, silence goes a long way. A soft answer
turns away wrath.
A soft answer turneth away wrath.
Mm-hmm.
He needs help, even if he don't ask for help. You knew his shortcomings when you met him.
But he was cute. No.
You knew, Lady Bell. Hey, I just saw something, but I need to find a hobby. I got to get off of TikTok. I saw something. Hey, listen, ladies. You just said he was cute. Mm-hmm. They just said this thing now. Men in this generation ain't marrying for beauty no more. They're not looking for beauty anymore. They're looking for peace. Peace. Listen, lady, they said this, the men in these days now are looking for peace. Peace. They ain't concerned about beauty no more. Why you spending an hour in the mirror putting on makeup when you spending an hour getting your nails done, you spending an hour getting your feet done, you spending 5 hours getting your hair done, you spending thousands and thousands of dollars to get makeovers and mommy makeovers and a tummy tuck and a BBL and all that. They said men is coming to the point where they're not being moved by beauty anymore, Lady Bell. They want peace. Lady Bell, listen to me. I said peace. Peace. See, we've been getting confused in the past. We've been being moved by a peace. Piece. A piece of booty, a piece of tail, a piece of breast, a piece of this. If I could just get a piece, ooh, girl, if I can get a piece of you, if I can get a piece of that, if I could just touch that. They ain't worried about a piece of booty no more. They ain't worried about a piece of coochie no more. No matter how good you think it is. I know you think you got the best coochie in the US of A. I know you think it's the best. But they're not, men ain't moving that way no more, Lady Bell. I thank God I got peace and beauty. Thank God I got beauty. Hey, what they said, beauty in the beast. I thank you for beauty and peace. I thank you for beauty and peace. I thank you. I thank you for the peace. I thank you for not being cantankerous. I thank you for not being argumentative. I thank you for not being uncooperative. We had to learn this. We had to discipline ourselves for this. Well, you always been peaceful. You know, they say never, but
never say never.
I can't call a season in this marriage where you've been argumentative, where you've been uncooperative. You know, even we talk about order. We talk about order and placement. You know, Lady Bell. Hey, listen, ladies. Lady Bell knows her place. I love the fact that Lady Bell knows her place. He said that in 2025 that she knows her place. Yeah. Yes, she knows her place. You know what I love about her? She stays in her place. You know why? Because I'm in my place. So she can stay in her place because I stay in my place. So long as you are in your place. See, when somebody get out of place, when one person, when the husband, the man, the father, the head of the home, the prayer warrior, the spiritual head, when he gets out of place, now mama got to get out of place. And when daddy's out of place, when father's out of place, when husband is out of place, now he's displaced, now mama's displaced. Now she's the head. Now the kids are running to her. And she's saying, don't worry about what your daddy said. It's Father's Day. No, it's always, don't worry about what your daddy said. What did daddy say? What did your father say? That's always rule number one. But see, when everybody knows their place, I love this woman. We talking about, not being argumentative, not being being argumentative and being, what's those words?
Cooperative.
You never been that way. You always stayed in your place because I always been positioned in my place. And even when even them days or those months where I was wavering in my place, I was in place, but I was, when I wasn't quite focused. You stood there It goes back to a wife having her husband's ear. Listen, husband. Listen, fathers. Listen, man of the house. Listen, prayer warrior. It's a dangerous thing if your wife do not have your ear. Wives, it's a dangerous thing. It's a dangerous thing. These streets are dangerous. It's a dangerous thing if you do not have your husband's ear. Why should you have your husband's ear? Because know why? Because the Bible say, for my Bible readers and my Bible believers, I know it's getting close to time, Lady Bell,
it is.
but this is going to work right into it. It's going to work right into it. The Bible says that a woman is a crown, Proverbs 12:4. Google it. Google it. Proverbs 12:4 say a virtuous woman is a crown. I love that verse, Lady Bell. A virtuous woman is a crown. Where's she a crown at? Upon her husband's head.
Yes.
She is a crown on her husband's head. That's why.
Let's use our inside voice.
That's why you gotta have his ear. And you got that. If you are a crown upon his head, and kindness is on your tongue, and a soft answer turneth away wrath, now you're a crown upon his head, and you're not cantankerous, and you're not argumentative, and you're not uncooperative, and you're not uncooperative, and now you're a crown upon his head, shining brightly. And so when he walks in, they know who his woman is. They know who he with. Because she's a crown upon his head. She's a crown upon his head, Lady Bell. And then where does she got direct access to? She got direct access to his ears. You got direct access to his ears. Not only do you have direct access to his ears, because you're a Proverbs 12:4 lady, not a Proverbs 31 woman. No, hey, Google it. I don't ask over 150, 200 men. Are you looking for a Proverbs 31 woman? I never asked. I never talked to a man who said he's looking for a Proverbs 31 woman. Don't no man want no Proverbs 31 woman. She's doing too much. And for my Bible readers and my Bible believers, that was Lemuel's mama. Lemuel's mama was telling him, I'm sorry, babe. Lemuel's mama was telling him, you are a king. You are a king. This is the type of woman you should be looking for. You are a king. Don't give yourself. Don't give yourself to just any woman. You are a king. But ain't no man looking for, in 2025, ain't no woman doing all of that anyway.
You know, when you talk about the Proverbs 31 woman, what I've always said, I felt like it was in different seasons that she was doing those things. And those were just characteristics. That his mom was giving him, a standard to look for. But I just felt like it was like in different seasons, because when our kids were young and I was working and Rob was working, there was just no way I could do all that. So I wasn't going to stress myself about it. But, as time went on, the kids grew up and got, out the house and stuff like that. Then I had the opportunity to do other things, but it wasn't the season for it at that point in time. And that's what made me think that the Proverbs 31 woman, it was different seasons in the woman's life that she could probably, do something like that. But again, those were just characteristics, things that she was telling her son to look for in a wife. Go ahead.
Give me a Proverbs 12:4, a virtuous woman. And if you look up virtuous, if you look up the meaning of virtuous, Lady, I almost want you to jump on that virtuous, because that will play right into what you just said about the angry, cantankerous, uncooperative woman, and that'll go right in line with being a virtuous woman. Proverbs 12:4, a virtuous woman is a crown upon her husband's head. Can you imagine, wives, tomorrow being Father's Day, you being a crown? If you taking them to church, you taking them to the mosque, you taking them to wherever you taking them to, you taking them to the movie, you taking them to the dinner, and when he walks in and people see the crown upon his head, the peace on his head, the joy on his head, the wisdom on his head.
Okay, let me just read this. A virtuous woman is one who embodies moral excellence and integrity, characterized by traits like faith, love, kindness, and strength.
Oh, faith,
love,
kindness.
Kindness.
May the law of kindness be upon your tongue. and strength. What's some synonyms to virtue?
Let me finish this.
Okay, finish that, please.
She's often
Speaking
depicted
to the mic back.
She's often depicted as a valuable and contributing member of society, a wise and capable wife and mother, and a woman who fears the Lord.
Wise and what?
Wise and capable wife. And what I like when they say wise and capable, because many of us are capable. We come along as the weaker vessel, but we are capable of different things, which helps us be the supporting. We support you. Go ahead, because I know it's that time.
Can I read that one more time, lady? But there's a word I want to play off.
A virtuous woman is one who embodies moral excellence and integrity, characterized by traits like faith, love, kindness, and strength.
Go ahead, keep going.
She's often depicted as a valuable and contributing member of society, a wise and capable wife and mother, and a woman who fears the Lord. And like I said, I really like that because a lot of us are degreed, a lot of us are capable, but we're your helpmeet. And we have these virtues, we have this here, but we're helpful. We become your helpmeet and support with our talents and our knowledge and our education and things like that. We come along and support, not lead, but support.
Ooh,
go ahead.
Lady Bell, you dangerous when you be dropping that stuff. I love it. But you said, even though you're the weaker vessel, you said that. Mm-hmm. Even though you're the weaker vessel, mm-hmm. Lady Bell, I said last week about study your wife, mm-hmm. study her, yes. and study her and honor her as a weaker vessel. I know she got a PhD. She's the weaker. Study her and honor her as the weaker vessel. I know she got a double master's. Honor her as the weaker vessel. I know she's a supervisor on the job. I know she got her own office with her name on the glass door. I know she's reaching for the glass ceiling, but she's the weaker vessel. Honor her as study your wife. Study her and honor her. The Bible says, study the Bible, a workman that need not to be ashamed. We're studying everything but our wives. Mm-hmm. We're studying everything but our wives. We can run down the top 10 of this, the top 10 of that, who did this and who did that, mm-hmm. and don't know nothing about her. Come on, it's Father's Day coming up. Don't you want to walk into church with a crown upon your head? A virtuous woman is a crown upon her husband's head. And I'm going to jump into this Father's Day, Lady Bell. Yeah. We talked about being a crown upon your husband's head this Father's Day. Yeah. You having your husband's ear. You got direct access to my ears, Lady Bell. Mm-hmm. I got to keep my ears open. I got to keep my ears in tune to what you're saying. Lady Bell, you're right on top of my head. She got the greatest view of what's going on. That's why, husband, you got to let your wives have access to your ear. Ladies, if you're a crown upon his head, you got a direct access to his ears. You're on top of his head. You can see everything that's going on in front of him, behind him, mm-hmm. to the left, and to the right, Lady Bell. You got access. You got 360-degree access. You right there on top of his head, Lady Bell. You can hear everything that's running through that brain of mine, Lady Bell. You can hear everything that's running through my mind. You got a bird-eye view of what's in front of me, of what's coming up behind me. And if she should help me because she's not argumentative, she should help me because she cooperates. She should help me because she's not angry and cantankerous, and she opens her mouth with kindness, not just on Father's Day, not just Father's Day weekend. Every day, this should be our goal. Every day, we should discipline ourselves to be this. Every day, you should you got to work on being in your place. Mm-hmm. Every day, I got to work on being in my place. Something's going to bump you. Something's going to hit you. A bomb's going to drop on you. This is going to happen. You're going to get a phone call. You're going to get a text. Somebody going to say something crazy to you. But you got to stay in place. Well, one mistake as we go into this Father's Day, I will always tell my kids, if I make one mistake, mm-hmm. Vicky can make a mistake as the wife and mother of this home. My sons can make mistakes. My daughter can make mistakes. But me, as the father, as the husband, as the head mm-hmm. of the house, if I make a mistake, it has a greater trickling effect on the whole family.
Yes.
When I make a mistake, for my Bible readers and Bible believers, they said Eve took a bite of the the fruit. Was it an apple? They said Eve from you know why I ain't got to explain to y'all why I use the Bible references, because I got to say this, Lady Bell, because it's been going around a lot since I said it. All you got to tell black folks is that God said it, they'll believe it. All you got to say to black folks is, speaking under the unction of the Holy Spirit. Mm-hmm. Listen to me as I speak, as God speaks to me. Thus said the Lord. If you say that to black people, that's gold. Lady Bell, you ain't got summertime. You ain't got to say God said. Summertime, just your title, and people will say to you, the pastor say it, the bishop say it, the apostle say it, the priest say it. No, listen, as we go on into Father's Day tomorrow, what have God said to you, husband? What has God said to you, father? I know it's rough being a father in these days, raising children, learning how to be a man, learning how to be a husband, learning how to be a father in this day and time. I read something the other day, Lady Bell. It said, forgive your parents. They were learning too.
That's true.
Forgive your father. He was learning too. And you got to realize, what was it? I look back at my dad's example, Vicky. My dad died at 90-something years old. But I think about when he had me, he was probably 50. But you talking about a country dude that relocated from Elberton, Georgia. We've been to Elberton, Georgia. Elberton, Georgia still feel like it's in the shout out to all my family in Elberton, Georgia, but you still feel like you're going back in time when you go down to Elberton, Georgia. So I can imagine a dude living down there, a country dude, the oldest of 13, not only learning, dropping out of school in the fifth grade. I believe he dropped out of school in the fifth grade, working on the farm, working on the land, helping raising his brothers and sisters. His mother died young, not long after the last child was born, from the stories I'm hearing. So he had, talking to my uncles and him helping raise them. My uncle's telling me stories about, man, hey, Rob, we feel sorry for you. We know how hard your daddy was on us. So when you was born, we was like, that dude in trouble, because if he was this hard on us, Rob ain't got a chance. But then the thing that I didn't like my dad did not do, I got to look back and say, okay, nobody taught him. Nobody taught him. I'm looking at my dad. He was a sharecropper. He Jim Crow and all of that, and dealing with that. I remember, so he moved out of Elberton. Hey, my grandmama said he ain't moved out of Elberton. He got them white boys, Ku Klux Klan ran him out of Elberton. Now my father left Elberton, whatever year he left Elberton, he only went back, maybe 2 or 3 times. Yeah. And that's when he got old. He got old because I guess he figured everybody that's probably looking for me probably dead and gone too. Are they too old to do everything? But hey, look, can I jump to the left a little bit, Lady Bell? The last time we went to Elberton, and my dad was sitting in the back seat.
He was in the back seat of the car.
He was sitting in the back seat, and my dad at that time, my dad probably hadn't been in Elberton. I'm gonna say a good 20 years. And we down all these little hick little streets. And then he was like, and we drove by this house, and it was a lady sitting on the porch. And my daddy said, stop the truck and back up. And, at this time, he probably 90, late 80s, 90. We back up. He was like, I know her. I was like, Pops, you don't know that woman. And he let the window down, and I swear to God, this girl said, oh, Blackjack.
Yes, she did. I was like, what kind of shenanigans is this?
And she looked like she was about 90, her doggone self. She was like, oh, I was like, you remember my daddy? She was like, I told you, my daddy left Elberton when years ago, and only and to my remembrance, because every time he went to Epperton, I know he went to Epperton a few times with his brothers and them on that moonshine run. But other than that, I think my father went to Epperton 3 or 4 times, but they still knew him down there. But the point I'm making is, you gotta look at your dad. You gotta look at your dad and say, okay, who taught him? What did he learn? And a lot of us men, a lot of us fathers, we trying to, it's just like parents. It's just like parents. We giving our kids so much because we didn't have it. You know how we give your kids so much? Yep. Well, I didn't get, all I got was this for Christmas, so my kids gonna get everything. All we got was what type of shoes? Buster Browns?
Yep.
All we got was Buster Browns, so I'm buying my kids some Nike. So us fathers, we're learning like, okay, I'm gonna do what I thought my dad didn't do. I'm gonna be a better father in that area. But sometimes compensating for being a better father in this area, I might have neglected in that area or this area. No dad is perfect. No father is perfect. We're all, your dad is learning, and you don't know what your dad is going through. I talked to a young man, Lady Bell, and he was telling me about how he hated his father. I hate my dad. I hate my dad. This, and that. And he want to talk to me, and I hate him. Well, get his side of the story. What side of the story do you know? Well, my mama said this. I said, that's the problem. Your mama said.
It's 2 sides to every story.
Get your father's side of the stories. And ladies, stop degrading your children's father. Hey, remember that little TikTok when the little kid said to his mother, "Why did you marry him? Why did you marry him?" And the mother laughed. And then she said, "Why is he your father?" And the little kid said, "Not my fault." Remember that little TikTok, Lady Bell? The little kid said, "Not my fault." Why is he your father? It's not my fault. It's not that child's fault.
No, it's
that I'm his daddy. It's not that child's fault that she's his mama. We must grow. We must stop. Even with me, even if you get a divorce or you're not living together, quit that division of your child got to fight. Every time he come pick up the child, he got to argue with you. Every time he drop the child off, he got to argue with you. Stop that. All that every time. If the man is coming to get his child, let him come and get his child. Don't take him through a bunch of rigmarole just to see his child. Quit using that child as a tool to get back at the father. If you went your way and he went his way, get the kid have peace. It's Father's Day. Every man is trying to be a better father. I would pray that you're trying to be a better father.
Right.
This Father's Day, I hope that you be a better father. I hope that you mothers will allow that man to be a better father. In those areas he's falling short in, just give him a little bit of help. That's all. Hey, and what a little bit of help might be. He might just need a hug. He might just need a handshake. He might just need you doing good. I appreciate you. Hey, Vicky, I appreciate you. Give him, I appreciate you. Give him a rub on that old bald head because, hey, always and forever, 1 + 1 will always be
1.
2 is bigger, but it's still
1.
2 is after 1, but it's always
1. Happy Father's Day to
1
you.
1,000.
But 2 10,000.
Team Bell, you know who I am, and you.
You know who he with. Happy
Team
Father's
Bell.
Day to you.
We out.
Welcome to Marriage Bootcamp with Vicky and Robert Bell on Hot 702.5 FM, Risky Radio.